When I was born allergic to a whole lot of stuff. I had anemia. I had several different problems, and they didn't know if I was going to make it past the age of 5. So in the 1950s, a kid who spent most of his time in bed didn't have a whole lot to do, and my grandmother started to feed me art supplies. And from there, I decided that I was going to be an artist, and I studied throughout my life up to this point. Having studied painting, drawing, design, even sculpture and pottery, all of the elements come into my work, even my jewelry making. I studied jewelry making. And I think every artist is their own collage, if you will, of everything that they've lived through and seen and absorbed. And my work is very much a part of that. Always, I think of how it would be to add more elements into it. And frequently, that's how it ends up. I add many different things into the work. I think that art has to entertain, but it also, my art, has to educate. And almost every piece I do is informed by something, whether it's spirituality, history. There's an element within all of my work. I want it to be thought-provoking. Some are more subtle. I just finished a piece about a burlesque queen named Zorita. And the reason I did it was, in addition to being a feminist, I want to challenge some patriarchal beliefs. And Zorita, being a burlesque queen, was seen as a piece of flesh. And so it was a real revelation to a lot of people who would view her and think, oh, hot-looking babe. Well, no, there was a whole lot under that surface that you needed to know. And they're always very surprised by the punchline, which is that she lived out her days happily with her wife. We all, especially in the new millennium, have to adapt to life and absorb all of the information that is buzzing around us at all times, 24 hours a day. And when I see people getting totally, with no help, the message that I set out to say with my design, with my work, it's like the happiest moments of my life. It's really weird because I talk about my old age. And up until I was about 50, they would look at the work and it would be all about the surface. It would be, oh, the rhinestones are pretty. Oh, the colors are pretty. And yeah, I want that. I want that. And now as I've gotten older, beyond that age and into my 60s, they're reading it more. And I have had people, wonderful people, come up to me in the public and thank me. And hold on. It is really what makes it all worthwhile.